Honestly, at this point, I don't even know the last time I washed my hair, but I'm just out here living my best life. Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. I have a new foundation to test out for you guys today. I always feel like I jump into my videos way too quickly, but I honestly don't know what else to talk about. So here with me today, I have NYX's new foundation, and this is their Can't Stop, Won't Stop Full Coverage Foundation. It's supposed to be 24-hour wear and have a matte finish. You get 1 fluid ounce in here, and I got the shade Vanilla. On one half of my face, I'm going to use a brush, and on the other half, I'm going to use a sponge. So I'm just dotting a little bit of this foundation onto my skin. I think I'm going to start with this much. I'll use the brush on this side. I am pretty white, so this looks like it'll be a pretty good match for my neck and the rest of my body. My face is super red, so that's what my situation is right now. I have already done my eyebrows and my eye makeup. So if you guys can see, this is going on really strangely. It's definitely not the most full coverage foundation. There's kind of a tingly feeling that I'm getting right here. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see, but my pores right here look gigantic. I hope that you guys can tell. They don't usually look that big. I do have big pores, but they usually aren't emphasized that much. The color is definitely a good match for me. I'm definitely not having a good first impression with this side of my face, but I'm going to jump over to the other side of my face and see if it applies better with a beauty sponge. I've applied the same amount to this side of my face as the other side. I'm definitely wanting to give this foundation a fair shot. Alright, I definitely got less coverage on the sponge side. Even though I didn't get that much on the brush side, I definitely got less on this side that I'm working on now. I'm going to try to get up really close and see if you guys can tell the difference in this side and this side. So this side, I feel like the foundation is just sinking into every single pore that I have, and it just looks really bad. But then this side, it looks a lot more, I guess, flawless. Like I'm not getting the same effect on this side as I am on this side, just in this area. For my second layer, I'm just going to finish it up with a sponge and see if I can smooth some of this out, because that looks bad on that side. I'll go ahead and do my forehead first with this sponge. This is the Real Technique sponge, by the way, if you were wondering. I feel like everyone knows that by this point, but in case you were wondering. So yeah, first application, this side sucks. This one looks a lot better, just less coverage. I'm still seeing all my freckles on my forehead and on my cheeks. So that's how I know that it's not full coverage yet. But we're going to try to build it up and see if that works. Alright, I got the second layer on my face, and it definitely looks better now that I've gone over my whole face with the sponge and not the brush. This side was looking very, very bad with that brush, but the sponge helped it a little bit. But it's definitely looking better, and it's also trying to dry down at the moment too. It's pretty much almost dry, I think. Around my mouth is looking a little bit cakey, which my lips are very, very dry. I've been on Accutane. But it is just looking a little bit cakey around my mouth here on my top lip. I'm going to apply the rest of my makeup off camera, and I'll be back to tell you guys how that went and if anything clung in weird spots or if it didn't blend out right. But I'm going to give you all the details in just a couple minutes. I'm back, all of my makeup is on, and I have to say this foundation definitely looks a lot better now than it did when I first put it on. I think that my Tarte Shape Tape helped a lot, covering up my pores a little bit more, because this foundation was definitely emphasizing those pores on my cheeks. Everything went on really smoothly and really seamlessly. Nothing clung in any weird spots or anything. The foundation did dry down really quickly, and it's definitely a matte foundation. So here's a little close-up of my skin. It definitely looks pretty good right now, honestly. I don't have any complaints at the moment except for my upper lip. Just looks really cakey. It's not really, really cakey, but I definitely notice it. I am already starting to crease in my smile lines. My forehead looks pretty good so far though, and that usually creases too by the end of the day though, so we'll have to wait and see on that. Overall, my first impressions, it's looking alright now that I have other makeup on top of it. It was looking pretty bad there at first, but I think I have mainly fixed it. It's 9 o'clock in the morning right now. I'm going to be outside pretty much all day today, so I'm going to take you guys with me and do a couple check-ins and see if this foundation is doing anything crazy. I don't really think it's going to do anything crazy. I do have dry skin at the moment with Accutane and stuff, so I don't think I'm going to get too oily with this matte foundation. But I'll still do some check-ins and show you guys what this foundation is looking like and how it is wearing out throughout the day. So I will be checking in with you guys in just a couple hours. Alrighty, I got some natural light going on for you guys. I have had this makeup on now for 8 hours. Sorry, I can't math. A little over 8 hours, and I was outside all morning and all day up until like 4 o'clock, I think. And I just woke up from a nap actually, and this makeup looks so good. The only thing that I'm really noticing is my sunglasses eye pads wore off my makeup on both sides of my nose. This morning I did not set this foundation with any powders or setting sprays because I just wanted to see how well it worked without the help of all that stuff. So yeah, this is what a little over 8 hours will get you with the Can't Stop Won't Stop NYX foundation. And I have absolutely no oil coming through. It was, I think, close to 85 or 90 degrees here today, and we have really bad humidity in North Carolina. But I mean, overall, I think it looks actually really, really good. You can really see out here how not full coverage this foundation is. I don't think you can really tell inside as well as you can out here, but it definitely is not full coverage. I still see a lot of freckles and a lot of dark spots peeking through on my cheeks and on my forehead. But I think that this foundation has lasted amazingly, and it definitely got better the longer I had it on after I first applied it this morning. I was worried. It did look pretty rough when I first put it on, but it melted in with my skin, and now it looks really, really good. I definitely wish it was more full coverage, but I really, really like the way that it looks on my skin, and I will definitely be wearing it more. But I'm gonna hop off of here and I'm gonna check in a couple more hours because my day is not finished yet. So I will see you guys then. Okay, I'm sleepy. I'm ready to go to bed. I'm ready to shower and wash this makeup off and just go to bed. This makeup has been on for a little over 13 hours at this point, and it looks really, really great. It looks pretty much the same as it did in the last check-in. I never did touch up my little sunglasses, iPad things because I've just been here at home, but this makeup looks really, really great. I for sure want to play around with it a little bit more. I might try to put like a luminizing primer underneath it. I'm gonna try some different setting sprays, maybe a more dewy setting spray since my skin has been dry lately, but my skin doesn't look dry in this foundation. I just like more of a glowy look usually with my foundations. It never did crease anywhere else besides this one little smile line. It didn't even crease over here, which is really, really strange. Usually I crease like crazy on my smile lines and on my forehead, but my forehead looks great actually. There might be like one little line up here that it has sunk into, but everything else on my face looks great. I don't think I mentioned this, but I believe this foundation was $14. They did come out with a brand new primer with this too, but I didn't buy that. I didn't even realize that was a thing and they had come out with a new primer. So I only bought the foundation, but I think that you could just work with the primers you already have. If you already have a couple, you can test those out and see which one works. Because, I mean, my primers worked fine with it. But I definitely wanted to try this out, and I'm definitely going to be keeping this. I really, really like this. I chose a really good color for when I'm not self-tanned. I tend to buy foundations that are way too dark for me. I have like a full drawer foundation that's just too dark and I can't ever use it. But this will be a really, really great option for me when I am not self-tanned. I hope that you all enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know down in the comments below. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. It would mean the world to me. But I will see you guys in my next video.